3 signs you are not heartbroken, you are going through a withdrawal process. Now, whenever clients come to work with me, we have to very quickly look at what their brain is actually going through so that we're not wasting time giving them the wrong tools, the wrong map, the wrong help, etc. And often a client will come to me and say, I am heartbroken. This is like nothing I've ever been through. I have lost people to them passing away and it hasn't felt as horrific as this. I do not feel like myself. I cannot focus in the way I usually would. I am not a stupid person, so I don't know what the hell is going on here. I am overwhelmed with emotion. I feel like my brain is in a blender. I feel like I cannot get out of this, and when I do, it hits me like a ton of bricks again. And I feel overwhelmed with panic, with fear, with anxiety. Do I deep down know that this probably wasn't right? Yes, but nonetheless, why the hell am I then craving this person and missing them and being overwhelmed with every emotion you could imagine? Why are they not leaving me alone? Why is my brain not leaving me alone? And often there are some key signs I'm looking for that psychologically, heartbreak is a very small piece of the puzzle, and actually there's a withdrawal, a chemical process happening here, that if we don't deal with this brain chemically, we are just going to spin our wheels and stay stuck. Number 1, you're not actually sure what you want from them when or if they come back, but you can't let go. I will often say to clients, so what do you want? Let's say they text you tomorrow or you text them tomorrow, you give in to the craving. What is it you actually want? Clients will always say, I don't know, I just want them. That's a sign that this is less specific to this person and more specific to an unhealthy dynamic. Your brain is wrapping the dynamic up in the bow that is this human, is this person that you were with. But actually this goes deeper than that. If you miss a human, you miss specifics that you see regularly, that you see consistently, that you can only get from this one human. When you just feel you need them and you just need that certainty, that's a craving. That's not missing them. Missing somebody is emotional, craving them is chemical. And when you need to run but you know you can't or you don't feel you can, that's chemical. This isn't heartbreak, you're not madly in love with this person, you're chemically attached to them. And with the right map, you will be completely indifferent. Number 2, your rumination thoughts are repetitive. The same loops, the same thoughts, the same outcomes, the same ways of beating yourself up, the same options. You've thought about it 1,000,001 times. There isn't a scenario that your brain hasn't taken you down, a rabbit hole your brain hasn't taken you down. This shows that the brain is trying to find relief. Relief from the pain, the anxiety, and the withdrawal itself. It's very, very, very painful. And it's trying to find relief in the past or in potential future. But actually that's creating more pain because it's never going to find it there. It's like it's looking for treasure in the complete wrong place. It needs to go south and it's gone north. And this is signs of a trauma bond or a chemical attachment rather than heartbreak. Heartbreak is so painful. But you won't ruminate on the same things to the point where you are in more pain. Your brain won't be punishing itself. You will be processing. Rumination is not an effective way to process. It's not a helpful way to process. It's not a useful way to process. It's a brain that is stuck, is panicking, and is looping. Now, what we have to do with clients really quickly is get to the theme of the rumination. When we've unlocked the theme, and often it's not what you think it's going to be, we heal the theme, we heal the rumination. It's a domino effect. That's when you've got your brain back. And then you're effectively withdrawing without it overwhelming you, without your brain saying, no, we can't do that, let's ruminate instead. Number 3, when you can ignite your logic, you feel calm for a minute. You feel stable, you're like, yep, you're right. You know, this wasn't right for me, this wasn't healthy, I wouldn't want anyone I love in this was never going to go anywhere, I'm going to be okay. Then you get hit with a tsunami. Then you get hit with the cravings. Then you get hit with the what if it was all my fault. Then you get hit with all the things that make you feel you need this person, you want this person, you feel completely stuck again. You have to claw your way back out of it, try and get to a bit of logic that lasts for a minute, if you're lucky a couple of hours, maybe even a day. But when your brain decides to pull the red string, down comes all the symptoms. Life doesn't need to be that way. When you're healing properly, your brain doesn't have that hold. You're effectively detaching, you're following the right framework, you're rebalancing your nervous system, you're doing all of the work. So rather than your brain being able to pull the red string doesn't exist. But all the time you don't have the correct tools, your brain is hiding everything in a box, all of the things you need to deal with. That's when you feel okay, ignites your logic. And then when that box gets too full and heavy, it opens the lid and then the logic goes back to sleep. If you're effectively working with the brain, strengthening the logical brain, regulating the emotional brain, chemically detaching is the three main things that we have to do immediately. What you're going to find is your brain can't be put back to sleep. That logic can't just go back to sleep because foundationally it is strong enough to withhold that. And eventually those symptoms stop.